Yeah.
What's up, party animals? Let's forget about all the bad decisions you made this past weekend and join the gang as we go beyond the party. You're now listening to the Beyond the Party podcast.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Good.
KP, how you doing? You've been gone for a little while.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Do you have any good excuse why you missed last week? Or
I went to the beach.
Oh, how was it?
It was actually really nice. There was like a whole bunch of dolphins.
Oh, fun.
It was really cool.
That's
yeah.
sick. Where'd you go? Just like right by your house?
Brigantine. Yeah,
okay,
close
cool.
to home, where I always go.
Doesn't Brigantine have like the flies, the green heads, right?
Yeah, they do.
It's like a big thing.
It all depends on the wind.
Yeah.
Really?
If it's a land breeze, yes. If it's a sea breeze, you're totally good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something like that. One or the other.
Yeah, I feel like the one, like, I've never been to Brigantine like that many times, but one time I did, I just got like bit up like so badly. Like,
I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't know. It's weird. Like closer to the end of the island, I guess they're worse than like the beginning of the island. I don't know. I never really have a problem, but I guess the wind's always in my favor. So I'm
Yeah.
not
And you can
sure.
like drive your car on the beach there too, right? Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, my dad just got a Jeep, so we want to do
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. You know, you have to get a like a permit.
Oh, I didn't know that. No. I thought you could just show up and do it.
I think you have to get a permit.
I think you do, yeah. I would look into that before you just drive down there.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people just drive down there, but just in case.
I was saying we should plan like a little like party thing, like barbecue or something.
Yeah,
I could
that'd be
DJ
fun.
on top of the Jeep.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
It's like it's the pickup one, so I could set up
Oh,
in the
that's
back
awesome.
of it. You know?
Okay.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah, same.
of
Can we
course.
just like be partying behind
Or
you?
maybe we'll
Perfect.
just like fill like the back up with water and like make a little pool. You know?
No, there's a thought.
Okay.
Wow.
Now we're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think outside the box.
Hot tub Jeep.
You know?
What'd you do this weekend?
I DJ'd at JD McGillicuddy's on Saturday. This is backwards, and then Brew on Friday. I saw you at Brew Grace.
Yes, I was at
That was
Brew.
fun. Both
was
places
fun.
were absolutely mobbed. The city's back.
It's back.
So happy.
We're so back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, after Labor Day, it's just
Yeah.
it's done.
That's why it's Lucas Summer.
Exactly. It must be so nice. Like, oh, yeah.
You can find parking right there. You
Incredible.
Don't have to drive around the block on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, this one girl I know like lives in Wildwood, and she posted like a TikTok of her gym, and she's like completely empty now. And she was
Yeah.
like,
True. It's so weird.
yeah, and she's saying like during summer it's like absolutely packed. You
Yeah.
can't do anything. But yeah, it must be nice the off season.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's definitely nice.
Well, I talked about my weekend. How was your weekend, Grace?
Oh my gosh, my weekend, fall is just like a busy season, but like on crack. It's crazy. So summer is like fun. I mean, we have Sips every Wednesday. It's pretty busy, but then like fall is just nuts because we have both of the bars opening soon. We have Uptown Upside Down and the Nightmare Before Tinsel opening both in the next 2 weeks. And we've been having like media events, like everyone's coming back from the shore, obviously. So everyone's been back. So we like stuff everything into the beginning of September. So we have all of the fall for people to kind of promote. So this weekend I was at Brew on Friday night. I was doing my like Brew to U-Bond to Tradesman's jump back and forth, which was fun. Saturday, I actually was a vendor at the Eastern State Penitentiary flea market all day.
I saw that.
Awesome.
How was that?
That was super fun. I like do like really like small like flea markets a lot. This was my first actually big one, and I posted a TikTok in the morning and was like, oh, like, come if you want. Like, now it got 20,000 views like immediately.
Holy shit, wow.
And like so many people from TikTok came to see me, and they were like, I'm coming. So I had like 20 girls from TikTok come and be like,
That's
I saw your
awesome.
TikTok. And
Wow.
it's so funny because Urban Outfitters literally stole my business name. Like, I did a partnership with them, and then a week later they submitted for the trademark of my business name. So they stole my business name, and a lot of people came, and I had posted in Philly Queens being like, what do I do? Like, they literally stole my business name. I'm not really sure what to do. I don't have it trademarked, but I have an LLC. So many people commented. It got like a lot of traction, and a lot of people who stopped by were like, oh, you're the business who Urban Outfitters stole your name. Or they'd be like, oh, I think I've seen you before. I'm like, no, you saw Urban Outfitters, but
Yeah.
this is me. I'm the small business behind it. So it was like nice to have a lot of people come out and like know like my brand and everything.
Yeah.
It was like really nice to meet people. So that was super fun. And then I went to dinner Saturday night for restaurant week, and then went home and slept because I haven't slept in a billion years. And then Sunday was the Eagles game. So we
Yeah.
had Tradesman's, Hollywood was DJing, and it was like a really fun time because we had the whole home opener. We were giving
Nice.
away 2 Eagles tickets. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
We have like a whole game day menu. So it's like gonna pop off for the rest of the season, but it was fun. It was a fun weekend. And then last night we had a media event at our speakeasy. And tomorrow's obviously the home opener, so it's going to be a very big week. Yeah,
like
Football
not gonna
season's
stop.
back.
it's back.
So happy.
Yeah, and Phillies are still playing, and it's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
How about you,
everybody's
KP?
out.
How was the pool?
The pool was good. Friday we had Vito G, and it was definitely like the slower start of our weekend. But then Saturday night we had Sean Kingston,
Okay.
and that was like
Throwback to fire burning on the dance floor. All
like
right.
8th grade dinner dance.
Yes.
Like,
Oh
really
my
good.
god.
It was so much fun, and it was like, and you just never hear his name anymore, so
You
you're just
don't,
like
right.
Sean Kingston. Like,
I didn't
what
know
the
he was
fuck?
still performing.
Grace, it was literally so much fun. Like,
That's amazing.
all
I'm sorry I
like
missed
it was just like a bunch of girls like rushed the stage
I'm
as soon
sure,
as you went
yeah.
on. Like,
yes.
it was just
I
like
love
it brings you so much like
Yeah.
I don't even know, but it was so much fun, and it was just like different, like a
Did
different.
he play
type of
his
fun.
like classics? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
All
a
the
really good
classics.
performer. I opened
Really?
up for him back
No
in,
way.
like May, I think, at Roar. It was
Oh, sweet.
insane. Yeah, it's crazy.
And you
yeah.
just it like any Sean Kingston song that you can think of that comes to your head, he like performed it. And
Oh
it
my
was
god,
so
I
cool.
love it.
Yeah.
And it was our first like night swim since
Oh.
we've had COVID. Like
That's
people
awesome,
could actually
yeah,
get in
yeah.
the pool.
That's
So that
awesome.
was cool. People were swimming. It was like vibes
Wait,
were
that's
so high.
awesome. You guys have had some great acts lately, like
Yeah.
Shaq, Sean Kingston, with Charlie Jordan, and then with the Pool Day Club coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn, that's
I'm
gonna be the
so
place to
excited.
be. I'm
Uh-huh.
excited to
Yeah.
come.
Go to the
I've
pool.
never been still. I gotta come.
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
really?
come.
Yeah,
Come for
definitely,
Don
yeah.
Dalo. It's gonna be
Oh,
crazy.
it's my
gonna
best
be so
friend's
much fun.
wedding, but I will come for the next one.
we'll
I'll
have
come for
more
Don
people.
Diablo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
So-
so many.
Yeah, we
talents
do.
going on, so
We're
it's
we're
gonna be
really
packed.
popping off. I'm really kind of actually excited about it.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome,
know, you
yeah.
guys are. It's crazy. So you're working all throughout the winter.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll be there Friday night, Saturday night, and we also have football on Sundays.
Oh, sweet.
Which
That's
is
great.
different. It's a different vibe. Like you can come, you watch the game, we have a tailgate. It's cool.
Do a lot of people come for that? That sounds awesome.
Do
Do you guys
people
have
don't-
a sports book in Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Caesar's
It's
Sportsbook.
It's
Okay.
small, yeah,
okay.
But we do have one. But people don't come like you if you want to go watch the game, you're not thinking about like coming to the pool unless you're already there and you
Yeah,
stay
if
there.
you're
But that's
staying
great,
there,
though.
then,
Unless
yeah,
you like
it's cool.
prepare for ahead of time.
But that's awesome because, like, I mean, right? It's like I feel like you'd be. It feels like you're in Miami watching a football game.
Yeah.
Like when you think like fall football, right here, obviously the weather changes, so you
Yeah.
don't go to the pool. You're right.
Right.
But like I feel like that's like not even something I would consider. But now that now I know about it, and
Like
now that you
you're-
guys have today, I'm like that sounds incredible.
Yeah,
like
you're
I would
floating
love
in
to
the
like
pool.
float and watching a football game.
You're
Like
watching it on
that
the
sounds
big
like
screen.
a high key ideal.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We have games, we have music. It's
Yeah,
fun.
no,
It
that's
is fun.
awesome.
It's a different vibe. We decorate the queue.
Mhm.
It's cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
that sounds
It's
awesome.
cool to see like stuff still going on down the shore, like even in the off season.
Yeah.
And last thing that I want to talk about the shore this year about is our top 5 beach foods.
Ah, we're
That's-
closing out
top
with the
into
top
that,
5 beach foods.
Then no more shore talk.
Yeah, this will be the last one.
Besides,
but, like-
besides the pool, obviously.
Oh yes,
Always,
yes.
always.
That's not the shore. That's a party.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the beach.
Yeah.
But yeah, Grace, you want to open it up?
I do. So my first one is a little unorthodox, but it's always because my mom would bring this specific snack for us at the beach every single time we would go, and it's red Twizzlers. Like I don't know
Oh.
what it was, but she always had a Ziploc bag
Yeah.
full of red
No, I think my
Twizzlers.
mom used to do the
And
same
maybe it's a
thing.
mom thing. I
Yeah.
don't know, but she would like in the middle of the day, she'd be like, "Want a Twizzler?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." So like since I was literally like maybe like 5 years old, I would have a Twizzler at the beach pretty much every time. Also, that just like launched me back. But when I was 5, I had a hot dog. I remember having a hot dog in my hand and talking to my mom while she was handing me a Twizzler. And a seagull came and stole the hot dog right out of my hand and then
Oh,
pooped on my
Jesus.
shoulder. I was like, "This is the worst day of my life."
That's
I'm
good
5
luck.
years old, and let's
It
just
is
that's
good luck.
it.
Yeah.
It is good luck.
I think that's just to make people feel better about themselves
Yeah,
after they
right.
get on by a bird. So you know.
I guess that
um,
could be true.
yeah. My next one is a turkey and cheese hoagie from Wawa.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that accent just came out there for a second. Dang. Yeah, so the hoagie from Wawa for sure, but only turkey and cheese and like bun. I don't like anything else on my hoagie. Like
Really?
that's all I like. I don't know what my problem is. I've never
You
liked
like it
Italian.
dry?
I love it dry. I love it dry.
I love it
Italian
dry.
hoagie. Not Italian, it's a turkey and cheese hoagie.
That's how I
No
was when I was
sausage,
little.
no condiments.
Really?
My mom's been afraid of condiments since I was a kid. So were me and my 2 sisters. Like if you would say the word mayonnaise, I'm like, ugh.
Ew.
So no, absolutely not. Dry hoagie till the day I
Gonna
die.
dress up as mayonnaise for Halloween.
Absolutely
Scare Grace.
scariest thing I've
Run
ever seen in my
away.
lifetime. The next thing is just your classic Ruffles potato chips. You know, delicious.
Yeah.
Doesn't get on your hands. There's no like cheese or anything. You know, just your classic Ruffles potato chips. The next one is a Philly pretzel. You can't go wrong. Again,
True.
dry snack but delicious.
Mhm.
Right.
Both in soft and hard form. And then the last one is a good old ice cream Sammy from Mr.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Softy. I'm pretty sure our guest coming in today was actually Mr. Softy driver for a couple of years
Oh,
there. So
wow.
I'm gonna have to ask him about
Mr.
that.
Softy rolls deep. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the driver for a couple of years, so I'll have to ask him about that. But yeah, that's my last one. A good old Chipwich.
Cool.
You know,
Fuck with I don't know. I like the Choco Taco,
that's a good one too.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
like
chocolate
what you-
taco.
You got your
yeah.
options,
but it's always kind of stale.
yeah. And the honorable mention is the SpongeBob one, but it just gets so creepy when
You
it
know they
starts to melt.
changed the eyes, the chocolate chips now. It's not the bubble gum anymore.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
did not
They
know
just
that.
changed
I
that,
haven't
yeah.
had one in a while, but thank you. That's
My
good to
sister got
know.
it like a few weeks ago, and
I mean, that's
she's
better. I don't like gum, so like I feel like
pissed.
that would be better for me,
Really?
honestly. Yeah.
I love gum, but I didn't like it on the SpongeBob because it was always hard as fuck. You couldn't
Yeah.
even chew it.
It was
It's just
like
the
frozen.
thing.
It was
Yeah,
just the
the
thing.
eyes.
They
They
were
were
just
what do we
looking
put
for
on
it.
here? Yeah.
yeah. What about KP? What's your
Yeah.
Okay, so starting off, I always go for voodoo chips at Wawa.
Okay.
You know what the voodoo
I don't
chips
know what they are now. Are they
Voodoo
like
chips.
hot?
They're like, I don't even know how you really like barbecue, but like I don't know.
Are those
They're-
the ones
they're-
with the wrappers on them?
No, they're like, I gotta show you guys a picture. They have like the little voodoo dolls on the front. Like you wouldn't get them unless you went to Wawa and you know that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
They're like a
gotcha.
different
I've probably
type-
seen them. I just like can't. Put
Yeah,
the
well, like
brand
we'll
to the
insert a
name.
picture. Well,
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
insert here. Okay.
Apples and peanut butter always like top two.
Refreshing.
Italian hoagie, but with like everything on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Okay,
the oil,
like normal
the
people
vinegar,
hoagie, yeah.
the lettuce, tomato, the hot peppers, all that. Cheddar bugles.
Okay.
Cheddar bugles.
Oh,
the cheddar
ones.
ones.
Those ones you like stick on your finger and
Yeah,
you're just
yeah,
like
yeah.
have no chance. Yeah. I love, that was so funny when we were kids.
And then just watermelon. I
Oh,
wouldn't,
yeah, watermelon's
I wouldn't
great.
eat watermelon
True.
at my house. Like I'm not the biggest fan, but on the beach, it just so
Oh,
good.
it's different.
Yeah.
It really does.
Wow.
Those are my
that's
top
that's
five.
great.
Watermelon's
I love
so good.
watermelon.
Your
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get
My
to
top
it.
five. Number one is a hoagie, hands down.
All right.
Like I just like from
Any kind.
What's your order?
as young as I can remember, like just always getting a hoagie and then go to the beach. I order usually turkey and cheese, get a lettuce, tomato, a little bit of mayo, salt, pepper, oregano.
See, that's too much.
Then I just got into peppers, so now I get like sweet
Whoa,
peppers.
sweet
Do you even
one?
taste the turkey
Or
and cheese by
roasted
the
red,
end of it?
roasted
Fuck
red
no.
peppers are good. Yeah, so you still taste it.
Okay.
And then 2 Doritos, the cheddar Doritos. They're
Okay. The nacho cheese.
nacho cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the finger dust? With the sand?
Go in the fucking ocean. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. You just walk down like, oh my God. Dive in the ocean
Yeah,
with,
but
with cheesy fingers.
those are
Swipe
the
it on your
best.
arms,
Yeah.
swipe it on your leg.
Attract some sharks while you're at it.
So Doritos. Number 3, ice cream. Not from Mr. Softy on the beach. From
The guy that wheels the thing?
Yeah. That's the.
Wait,
that's
what
where
was
you
that?
get
that
ice
What is that guy called?
You just like
There's
Joe.
a name. Joe. No, there's a name.
well, there's a
Most
few
of the
different
time their name
guys
is Joe.
depending on where you are.
I feel like that's what I was talking
The one
about.
in Margate.
That's what I was talking
His
about.
name's Guy.
That's
See,
hey
it's
guy.
probably Joe.
No, his name's actually Guy.
Is it
I thought
really?
Yeah.
the Mr. Softy was the name for that guy.
No,
That's what I'm talking
Mr. Softy's
about.
the truck. The
Yeah.
guy in Philly.
Oh, so retract everything I said. I meant the push guy.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
there is a name. We'll have to ask. What's his
But the chip, which is what I would usually get.
Yeah, good, right?
Yep.
Your
Good one.
classic.
Good one.
For ordering a pizza and have it delivered to the beach.
Nice.
That's always
Yeah.
a good
Eat,
call.
eat it under
Yes.
the towel.
People
Some
don't do
seagulls
that
in the kitchen.
enough. They really
Yeah.
don't do that enough.
Yeah.
And that really is just the best option.
Oh yeah, I hate when people start feeding the seagulls and then they start like crowding
That's a
around
Shuby. That's a
everybody.
Shuby act right there.
Oh my
I
god,
can't
a
stand
Shuby
that
act.
Shuby act.
That's the worst. And then 5 is just a classic PB and J. Yeah,
Oh,
just packing
yeah.
that up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So easy. Or like when I was younger, we used to do like Nutella and
Yeah.
Okay.
Or marshmallow
Whatever.
fluff.
yeah,
Yeah.
marshmallow
Good
fluff. Yes,
stuff.
yes.
But like on like a Hawaiian roll, like
Oh
not
my
like a regular
gosh,
white
yeah.
bread, like on like a roll.
Hawaiian
mom-
rolls are so good.
So good.
My mom used to always pack us PB&J when we were little, and we would go to the beach, and she would leave it in the cooler, so it was always
Ooh,
cold.
Yeah, yeah,
fresh.
So
that's
good.
nice.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
cut it in 4 little pieces.
Oh, the homemade uncrustable. We
My
love
dad's
it.
like the king of coolers. He has like
It's a dad- it's a
27
dad
of them.
thing.
My
Yeah.
mom's
So
gonna
they
be
got the
watching this,
roll-on?
shaking her head. Right
They have the roll on.
now. He has every single
Absolutely.
kind you could think of. I don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love you,
I
Dad.
just started. I just started bringing a cooler to the beach. Actually,
Yeah.
I would just pack everything in my book bag. Bring
That's
my
what I
chair,
usually do
and
too.
Yeah,
the
same.
book bag, yeah.
But-
little portable
Graduated to the
speaker,
cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now I got to bring the cooler. I don't know.
Mhm.
You got to bring some bevs. Like
Oh, absolutely.
beach, you got to
yeah,
bring
yeah.
some bevs, and you
Mhm.
can't have warm bevs.
No,
you
yeah.
gotta have them
No.
cold.
I got like a giant like cooler bottle from Walmart, and then I just fill that with a bunch of
That's
different
smart,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. Is our guest here?
I think our guest is here. Let's go
Yeah,
check, shall
yeah,
we?
go get him.
Welcome back to Beyond the Party. We have our guest with us here. This This is Joe.
Welcome.
Hey, Joe.
Yes. Former
Nice to meet
roommate,
you guys.
current friend. So, all right. Well, let's start off with just tell us a little bit about yourself. How'd you get here?
Quite a journey, I guess. Just kind of doing stupid stuff and putting it up on Instagram and winding up right place at the right time. And kind of all started, I guess, the last time I was in Vegas. I woke up viral.
Wow,
And,
that's awesome.
Okay, Slay.
I was hanging out with Jack Harlow and
Sick.
posted up some videos and it caught on. And I went to Vegas again and I woke up viral again. So
Yeah,
you
keep
know,
going back to
just-
Vegas, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, it's a
gotta
place
get
to
to
be.
Vegas.
I gotta go
I
to
gotta get
Vegas.
there.
Yeah,
Damn.
and then everywhere in between, Coachella, bunch of concerts, just kind of my thing now.
Awesome.
How did you
That's
end
awesome.
up with Jack Harlow, though?
So it was, we were just in Vegas, and one of my buddies knows his manager, and he was like, "Hey, let's go get a table." Text the manager, and we'll go backstage, meet him, whatever. And we did that, and Jack was like, "All right, come," and put us like front and center
Wow.
backstage. And then afterwards, we all went out. We gambled with him, went up to like a party, and it was just I couldn't believe it.
Just
That's
out
so
of the
dope.
blue.
That's so
just-
cool.
It just kind of happened.
And then what?
That's
You
how
just
do
like
it.
started like making content or like around it basically, and
Yeah, essentially.
started blowing up. Yeah.
And then, that kind of started with a following, and then I was going to shows and, being, up close and like front row,
Yeah.
this and that, and just kind of grew and people started following. What do you do? What is your life?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'll be
Wow.
honest, I was trying to explain to them like what you do, and I couldn't. I was
Yeah.
like,
It's
he's
kind of
just
a mystery. It's
kind
awesome.
of does everything. I was like, he's like media, digital guy. Like, I was like, he's just there. Like
Yeah.
you're like in, like you said, in the
I
right place
just
at the right
kinda
time.
exist, kind of always find my way into the right spots.
Nice.
and,
Yeah,
just always looking to
man
have
of
some fun.
opportunity.
And just especially around the music world, really love music a lot. So any concert or whatnot, I have a lot of friends that are either music agents
Mhm.
or work with like Live Nation.
Mm-hmm.
So they help me out if like I can't get a ticket to something.
Mhm.
They're always kind of the plug-in.
Yeah,
Awesome, really
that's,
Yeah,
that's
right.
really
Yeah.
awesome.
It's great to
Or-
have,
Or
yeah.
sometimes if like a pit ticket's like thousands of dollars, but you get a upper level ticket for $100.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm in the building. And they're like, okay.
Yep.
Where are you?
That's all you got to do.
Yep,
Yep. And
that's
then you're
it.
good.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
What's Jack Harlow like to party with?
I'll be honest, he doesn't drink.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Wow. I did not know
He
that.
mentions that in his songs a few times, but he hasn't drank in a little bit. But his buddies drink, and he lets you drink. Like he's not one of those guys. That's like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't drink, you can't drink.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But he still has a good time. And he was so cool and just so like personal.
Mhm.
Got to know everyone in the room.
Mhm.
And was just like, hey, make yourself at home, like whatever you want, feel free.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was,
Wow.
That's
That's
awesome.
really
That's
awesome.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
I'm honestly, I keep seeing a recurring theme like with famous people like
Mhm.
stop drinking and
Yeah.
like I guess they're focused on their business and they don't want to mess up and do something wrong that gets posted on social media and that could ruin something. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot nowadays. I mean, if you think about it, everywhere you go as a famous person, there's a camera in your face.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Yeah.
And then on top of that, if they're drinking everywhere they go, it's like almost every single day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going
Yeah.
out, especially
Yeah.
a lot of the musicians. They're going to clubs to do like their
Yeah.
sets or whatnot.
Mhm.
That's a drinking environment.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yep.
It's like, okay, so my drinking 5-6 days a week. It's a lot.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So
yeah, I
much,
feel like that's
yeah.
an industry in general. Like,
Yeah.
not even just like famous people, because like we saw with Zach last week, like,
Right.
and I, not not famous by any means, but I don't drink either because I work in bars and nightlife, and like. It is an every night thing. Like
Yeah.
after work, you just grab a drink
Yep.
with your coworkers, and then suddenly you're out until 2 a.m. and drunk and blacked out, and you might find
Mhm.
yourself at 5 a.m. in some random kitchen. So, so yeah, like yeah,
Yeah.
that's I know. So
That
that's
was the best of
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
don't trust me. The first time I worked at UBahn, I was taking all the videos, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fun. Now I'll take the shot after I take the video of it. Yeah, I took a video of like 40 shots, and then I
Yeah.
was like, okay, maybe you don't have to drink every single one. But I literally blacked out. Like went home with one shoe. Like
Oh my gosh.
my manager was like, yeah, you were telling me you could go get me shots. Like I didn't work here. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my
so
God.
I was like, all right, and that's it. And that's the last time
That's
I drank.
funny.
But I was like, that it turns into something where like you kind of just like want to focus on like what you're doing, and especially with famous people, like you are going from one thing to the next. Like you do a show, you either fly out that night or you wake up the next morning at 6 a.m. to get on your tour bus to go somewhere else. Like it's almost like non-sustainable if you're like if you are hungover. Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of those like stars. I mean, they're up every day. Like they're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. 'Cause they have to maintain it.
Yeah.
You know, so
balance.
You know, drinking every single night and being hungover doesn't bode well to waking up in the morning, working out, like eating healthy and like doing all that. So you know, they limit it pretty well.
You like think like it's like if you have a 9 to 5, like I mean like more normal 9 to 5 people aren't like going to their 9 to 5 and then having a drink at 9 a.m. like with their job because no one's bartending them at their 9 to 5 job. But like nightlife job, like you know you do your thing all day or you sleep all day and then you work at night. It's very different than like you know people getting off work and having a drink after their 9 to 5 job. You're drinking all night at your nightlife
while
job.
you're working.
Here's a fun little fact too. You'll see DJs, a lot of popular DJs drink. They'll have like a big bottle of vodka or tequila on stage and then chug it. It's water.
Yeah.
No way, really?
I gotta start doing it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna start bringing you water at brew instead of
Well,
drinks.
what I've been doing is like either if I'm gonna drink, I've been doing vodka water with lemon because it keeps you hydrated. You know, it's not too bad.
That's good.
But also, if I just don't want to drink that night, I'll get the water with the lemon in it, and someone's like, "Hey, you drinking?"
Like
yeah, it's a vodka water.
Grab a Red Bull.
You'll never know.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you were saying, it's just so hard when it's surrounded by you to really like not do it like consistently. You know, even like with me, like if I'm DJing one night and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna drink tonight.
Yeah.
I'm DJing and like the manager comes up to me. He's like, "Oh, let's do a shot." I'm like,
that's the biggest
all
thing.
right,
Let's all do shots.
Yeah.
One turns to two.
It just
What's
happens.
your go-to drink?
Yeah.
It really depends on my mood. If I go out, if I'm like forced out, I'm tired. It's always gonna be vodka Red Bull to start going.
Turbo.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Start with the turbo.
Yeah, and then vodka water.
Okay.
Either.
You too,
Or Surfsides, or I know Kiki vodka, so maybe we'll edit that out.
Smooth tea.
Smooth tea.
No, it's okay. We had smooth tea last week, right?
Yeah. Or just another light.
Okay.
Nice.
If I'm going
Classic.
nice and easy.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
So you were just in Vegas again. You woke up viral a second time.
I did.
Tell us about Marky Mark.
That was just an incredibly wild experience. So, I mean, 1 o'clock games out in Vegas start at 10 a.m.
Oh.
We went.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. I went to bed at like 6 a.m.
Nice.
from the night before we were
One of
left.
those nights.
A Vegas classic.
And so a couple of our guys from I was on a bachelor party. They woke up early. They went to the bar, got some seats, and I woke up probably like right before the 1 o'clock games, and I get text messages like the Wahlbergs are gonna be here. And I thought they were just messing with me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever. Then we come down and we're all sitting at the bar, and the bartender's like, yeah, this would be pretty cool. Like Wahlberg's gonna bartend. And I was like, there's just like no way. Like I'm still drunk. Like there's just no way.
I feel like, am I in a fever dream
Mark
right now?
Wahlberg's gonna show up here and start bartending. And then all of a sudden, right before the Eagles Patriots game, you see a bunch of cameras come out.
Wow.
Mark Wahlberg comes, and he's just kind of sitting off to the side. He's doing like his promo for his tequila and making drinks and whatever.
Yeah.
And then he starts handing them out, and I shout to him. I go, "Yo, are those calves real?" And it caught his attention. And he's like, "What'd you say?" And I said it again. And he like interacted right away, made him laugh, and then he came right up to us. And before the clip that went completely blew up, we were talking like normal people for like probably 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just like he was telling us about, he goes, pilot's license. And, you know, we asked him, we were like, can you do TED 3? Because we thought TED 1 and TED 2 were hilarious. And he was like, no, like TED 2 did not do well. He's like, can't do it again. We asked him about Entourage because we're huge Entourage guys.
Oh, yeah. I love Entourage.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So we just had normal conversations. And then, you know, he's handing me a drink, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to mess with him and just throw out, you know, the Eagles Patriots thing. And I was like, it'll be funny to get his reaction.
Yeah.
And then he did what he did. And I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah.
And then, like, a bunch of podcasts and things were like, send this to me, send this to me.
Yeah, I saw Words
And
of the
I was
Wise
like,
posted in Barstool.
Okay.
That's
And then
great.
I woke up, and it's just like my phone was ding, ding, ding.
You're
Wow.
like, again?
Yeah, I was like, literally, like, I didn't have an alarm set. It was just buzz, buzz, buzz.
Oh my
buzz.
gosh.
And I was like, what the hell's happening?
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but if you ever make a bet with Mark Wahlberg, just know he doesn't pay up.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to call him out on that.
Oh,
He
Mark.
promised us that he would fly us home on his private jet. The Eagles won. I had to fly home American.
Oh, not
God.
American.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
So hopefully he sees this. And he
Yeah, we'll
pays it.
tag
Yeah, make
him.
up for it,
'cause,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
everyone
definitely
tag
get a lot of
Mark
views. So,
Wahlberg.
At least we made it
we'll
home. At
tag
least
him.
we made it
Yeah.
home.
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
true.
You got home.
Yeah. But he was telling us, he was like, yeah, I'm a pilot, this and that. And I was like, all right, well, if the Eagles win, then you got to fly us. He was like, okay.
Yeah, totally. He's like, you're like,
And he
shake
left.
on it.
And then he left. You never saw him again.
Literally at the end of the game, so he had like his own little section in the sports book, and we were like off to the bar.
Mhm.
We could like see it, and every time the Eagles would score, we'd do the Eagles chant, and we'd turn around, be like, "Shut up back there!" And
That's cool.
You're like, we're
Yeah.
friends. We're friends
And
now.
Literally, the end of the game, as soon as the guy was out of bounds, he only got 1 foot down.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just saw him get up and just leave. I was like, "Oh, guess they're not getting a flight home."
man.
Nah, probably pissed.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, but it was really cool. I was like, right place at the right time.
Yeah.
just, like,
Literally.
Yeah,
whatever,
again,
and,
right?
I mean, he was so down to earth, and it was just so funny because he literally handed out drinks to other people, said hi, but didn't stop to talk to him, and he just talked to us.
No,
for
that's
5
great.
minutes.
I feel
Yeah.
like, because I feel like a lot of people when they see celebrities are like,
They
just like
fanboy.
fanboy.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
saying that like one sentence that was
Yeah.
like, I've never heard that before. Like, what are you talking about? That's probably, I mean, you said it caught his attention. He
Yeah.
probably was like, all right, I'm gonna talk to these guys. That seems pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Like,
They want to
Yeah.
be treated like any other person.
Yeah,
And that's the thing.
Absolutely.
Like, we
Yeah.
weren't like, Mark, we love you. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We were just like, what's up, Mark? And he was like, what's going on, guys? What are you out here for? And we're like,
Mark,
oh, it's my
how's
buddy's
it
bachelor
going?
party. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you do last night? This and that. And we just talked like normal people. Like you just met him at a bar.
yeah.
And I think he appreciated that. We threw in a couple digs at each other, and we went
Yeah.
into Eagles Patriots, and it was like,
Love it.
yeah,
Love
it was
it.
a
That's
good
great.
like guy on guy bro moment.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, Jack Harlow, Mark Wahlberg. Who else you got? Who else is in the docket there?
I mean, I've met a lot of DJs. I met Timmy Trumpet on that.
That's
trip.
awesome. Yeah.
Timmy Trumpet was really cool. Kept on calling me a legend. He was a little Australian. He's like, you guys are legends.
Oh my god, I love that.
But yeah, he was crazy. He's like, oh, we seen you out there. He's like, you got fucking crazy, man. All right, dude.
You guys are
And
crazy.
yeah, so he was really cool. Met Alesso a bunch of times. My friend's
Dope.
actually his manager.
Cool.
Oh, very
Um,
cool.
Yeah, so
Hook me
I
up
met
with
him.
him.
What's that?
Yeah.
I said hook me up with the manager.
Yeah, we can definitely. So,
We'll do a live
Um,
podcast in the DJ booth as he's performing.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Shouting.
I don't know who else. John Summit.
Cool.
Before he like really blew up
Mhm.
last year in
Nice.
Palm Springs.
Hmm.
I met him. Two friends.
Oh, two friends are the
We'll be
best,
seeing
yeah.
them tomorrow.
Love them. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see them tomorrow.
Xfinity.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met them a couple times. Just I don't know.
Just been around the block. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
there's-
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
been
bunch of-
happening.
What's
Yeah,
your
like
yeah?
Post Malone. He signed my hat the other day.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you
that's
go.
awesome.
That was actually
Yeah.
really
That's
cool.
very cool.
We were all like up front, and then he came and hung out with like a bunch of people like in the pit. And I was just like, I had my hat on, and I was just like, oh, there's no way he's gonna grab it. And he just like right away just grabs my hat. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
all right, there we go.
Yeah,
That's
sick,
very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, there's been a lot of like just random celebrity musician run-ins on purpose or whatever. Coachella, we met Odessa, a few other artists that like I was around but like couldn't really talk to because it was kind of like you leave them alone. Type
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
backstage,
Right.
like they're either hanging out or whatnot. So like my agent friends got us the passes for the backstage, and it's just like like you're there, you're just another person.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
could be standing next to whomever,
Mhm.
and they're just another person next to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
you can't fanboy. There's no pictures. There's no
Yeah.
nothing. It's just, hi, how are you? What's going on? Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see some incredible people there. Like the Kardashians were back there.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, that was intimidating. I stayed far away.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my
right.
gosh.
I can't talk to pretty girls like that.
Was there anyone who was like super different than what you expected them to be?
Not really, honestly. I mean, some people are a little like, high, closed off, kind of like we'll take a
Standoffish,
picture and whatnot. Really won't engage.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like today's day and age, like, you really got to meet them on like a really bad day for them to like kind of lash out or be
Mhm.
rude to you because they know so many cameras are in their face. Like if they screw
You're
up
so
one
right,
little
yeah.
thing,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like it's just
Or even the
it looks so
opposite, like
bad.
someone you like maybe think like would be like I don't know, a standoffish or like a dick, like when you see their stuff and then they were like super friendly and like
Well,
loved you?
I mean, Wahlberg. For
Yeah,
sure.
well, there's one. Yeah.
Like, for instance, I thought he was just gonna be like, "Hey, what's up? Here's some
Like
try
mega
my
famous.
tequila.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you."
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then he turned out to be one of the most down to earth guys.
Yeah.
He was really cool. Who else? I don't know. I mean, him and Jack Harlow were the two people that I've talked to like in the longest.
Yeah. Ongoing.
I feel like a lot of DJs that I've met are just very cool, but they're also like just coming off a set and like pumped up and like happy,
Yeah.
or whatever. So they're always like, you know, happy to talk to you for a couple seconds and take a picture and then move on. But like, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever really had like a really terrible experience meeting somebody.
That's good.
That's really good. That's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, they
Well,
say
that's
never meet
awesome.
your idols, but like I've kind of met like a lot of cool
Yeah,
people.
That's
and
really
it's
awesome.
all been kind of cool. So,
What would you say is
Cool.
your favorite type of music?
country for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was gonna
Country?
say you're a
Dope.
country
Yeah,
guy.
I'm
Have you
with
met
it.
any country artists?
I'm with it.
Yeah. I met Tim McGraw once. I met
Cool.
Kenny Chesney. I was backstage for who was it? Luke Combs this year,
Nice.
which was really cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. My friend's a stagehand.
Cool. Was this the concert that was like rained out one night?
It was poured both
Yeah, I was gonna
nights.
say I remember seeing
Yeah.
your stories
Yeah.
and it was like pouring down
Yeah,
rain.
it was actually terrible because we were like in the pit and it was monsooning out and like you couldn't leave. Like nobody. I mean, you could leave, but nobody was leaving. So if you left, you're losing your spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
was completely drenched, and my phone at like 3 a.m. I guess I had a little crack in the back, but all of a sudden, like as we were like coming home, my phone just went green.
No.
I was
Oh,
like,
jeez.
shit.
That's
I
horrible.
was like, no.
Oh no.
Thankfully, like all my videos and stuff backed up to
That's great.
to iCloud beforehand, so
Hmm.
I didn't lose anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. So I got very lucky there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's so funny that you just talked about meeting all those people and then you say country music is your favorite.
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I do love like EDM and like the festivals and everything like that.
Yeah.
I've gone to a bunch. It's fun, but like I grew up on country.
Me too.
Yeah, so that's like my like that'll always be like number one.
Mhm.
And then you know you got to go like the EDM, like hip hop, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
as like your 2, 3.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, to me it's like I can listen to country anytime, any place. Whereas all that other stuff, like if I'm sitting on an airplane, for instance, like probably not gonna listen to like hype up EDM.
Right.
I
Yeah.
just want to like relax.
Uh-huh.
Different vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just it's that. But my friends make fun of me. We have like a group chat for like all like the EDM festivals and stuff, and they call me like a fake wook and all that stuff because I'm not like the diehard like
Not a camper.
EDM. I don't camp. Like
Yeah.
we go to festivals,
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
Airbnbs. Like
yeah.
I'm
Glamping.
not, like, yeah,
I'm not.
I'm not doing
yeah.
it the wook way.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What was your craziest night out?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. That's a hard question for you.
I mean,
If you
yeah,
remember.
it's a dangerous question.
It is, I know. But we want to know.
Ah.
We ask everyone.
Craziest night out turned into like a 3-day no sleep.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah. So that was at what you call it? What festival was that? I think it was Firefly. Maybe.
Okay.
It was one of my
Okay.
first festivals ever.
Did you
Mhm.
camp?
It was yes. It was the first. It was the first and last time ever. But it was like the very, very like first night. We saw a bunch of like different artists we never saw, and then the festival gets over at like I don't know 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and then we go back to the parking lots, and there's just parties and parties, and we're just bouncing around campsite to campsite,
Mhm.
and next thing you know, it's like very late, and you're just like, we're just gonna keep on going.
Right.
Mhm.
It starts raining. We're underneath like the tents. And yeah, we stayed out for a good 3 straight days just doing festival stuff. And
Festival stuff.
yeah, and yeah, it was a great time.
That's awesome.
That was the longest, craziest bender I was on.
Yeah.
Wow.
In one straight.
Yeah,
without,
without
like-
stopping.
Yeah. And then for my birthday, which was that Monday, I flew to Dallas. So the festival was like Friday to Sunday. And then that Monday, I got on a plane, flew to Dallas for the Eagles Monday night game. Well, on like 2 hours of sleep. Me and my dad went out on my birthday, and the Eagles got destroyed. It was like 45 to 7.
Oof.
I was,
like, oh.
yeah, I was like so tired. I was like, why did I do this? It sounded like a great idea at the time.
Yeah.
And then it
You're like,
wasn't.
and on my birthday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
fuck.
I was like,
double
all
homicide.
I want to do is go to sleep. Honestly.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to leave this place and go to sleep, never come back to Dallas.
Oh my
Never
god,
again.
that's
God.
crazy.
Yeah. So that was crazy.
Is there a
think-
festival you haven't been to that you want to go?
Oh yeah, there's a few. I don't know if I'll make it before I retire, but tomorrow.
Retired.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland is
Oh, yeah.
a big one. Potentially could happen next year.
Okay.
You know, come out of retirement for a weekend.
Are you retiring now?
Retirement
This
as
is-
You're
in
in
what?
retire.
This is my retirement tour. 2023
Oh,
is my
okay.
retirement tour. Just retire, have like the festival, club,
Mhm.
party scene, and just chill.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you go to a festival for a weekend, and it's over on a Sunday night at 12, 1 o'clock, and you got work the next
Takes a
all
toll.
week,
Yeah.
and it's a lot. And I don't know how to take it easy. Grace will tell you.
Oh no, yeah.
I have a one.
I'd
switch.
wake
Like,
up and
once
I
it's
would
on,
wake up in the morning and you guys would be like still downstairs.
wide awake.
I'd be like, okay, I'm going to get
morning,
breakfast
Grace.
with my dog, and they're like, hey, we never went to bed. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Like once I go, I just go. I just keep going. I don't have an
Yeah.
off button. I don't have a slow
Yeah.
down button. So like for me, it's like go 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 go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I do these festivals, and then I have a week straight worth of work, and I'm just dying
Yeah.
every single day. So it takes a toll. So I was like, all right, this is it. This is the last year.
All right.
But
You
I-
think it's really the last year though?
ask my friends. They tell you
No, I don't think so.
They tell
No.
you no. I mean, there's a potential I do Tomorrowland next year.
Mhm.
I have a bachelor party in Miami. I want to do Stagecoach next year.
Okay.
So I'll probably go Coachella weekend 2, back-to-back Stagecoach. So this doesn't sound like I'm coming
Yeah,
out of
no,
retirement.
not at all.
all.
I'm trying to
Does
think.
not.
Are you
I
slowing
don't think
down?
so.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe just not so
plateauing?
consistently.
Yeah. So hopefully maybe it's like the first half of the year and the second half of 2024
Chill
I'm
out.
retired.
Yeah,
I don't know,
maybe.
we'll see. I'll just
You'll have
hide
to
it.
plan it out
Yeah.
accordingly.
Do you have any like plans like when you're done like with the partying and everything to do anything with your following, like to build any kind of business around it, or
Not really. I never kind of intended it to.
it just
kinda
happened,
happen,
right?
you
Yeah.
know? And I don't really do any like promotions or like anything. I just kind of do me.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know,
Cool.
Because I don't really want that attention almost.
Okay.
I don't know. I never consider myself to be an influencer or want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll probably just be me doing me,
Living your
going-
life, yeah.
I described
Going
you as a
on.
media contributor.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, she was like, don't call me influencer.
I was like,
Yeah,
don't
she's
call
like,
it
what do you want to be
influencer.
called? I was like, not an influencer.
Yeah.
That's definitely not it.
So what do you do for work? Like what is your Monday through Friday?
I work an insurance company. I work in finance.
Cool.
Okay.
So I run like North American finance for a publicly traded insurance company.
Okay.
Nice.
I wasn't expecting that. I was like, what is
Yeah.
his job?
Yeah, it's a curveball, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider like leaving the 9 to 5 and working in the music industry?
No. Based off of all my friends' horror stories that work as like agents and stuff,
Very
it
fair.
is a cutthroat
Oh yeah.
business, and
Mhm.
it is. I mean, keep your friends close, your enemies closer,
Mhm.
type thing.
Yep.
Mm.
I mean,
Yep.
it is crazy. The stories they tell, and like the best friend they have one day, you see them the next day, and they're like, "I hate that person."
Oh, wow.
It's so
Like,
real.
They went behind my back. I would never want that stress ever in my life.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's worth it. I mean,
Yeah.
you get some cool perks, I guess,
Mhm.
but the stress that they're under, every single week or day or client, one client gets this, and then another agent goes out and gets a similar guy or person that, they get them a better deal or a better venue. And it's like, well, why didn't you get me that? And it's just so
Yeah.
cutthroat and it's just not fun.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. People love it, but like, if that's what you really want to do, and you just grind 24/7. And they're
Mhm.
also always on. Like they're never off. Like
Mhm.
whenever, for instance, my friend who has Alesso, right? Say they're on vacation or whatnot, but
Still
Alesso
working.
has a show booked somewhere, and something's going wrong. Like they're the person that gets called.
Yeah.
Like they're constant, and even when they're not, when things aren't wrong, like they're still on the phone, like make sure this is happening, make sure that's happening, and they're just delegating to people to make sure things are happening when they're not there, but they're still like kind of in charge. They're always constantly going. Like
Yeah.
they never are able to unplug.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
So
It's a luxury
lot.
I feel like a lot of us don't have. But
yeah,
Like that.
yeah,
it's a lot. I would,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
I like my time by myself. I don't want to be interrupted by
Yeah.
stuff that I can't even control because I'm not even there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where I mean social media is 24/7
Right,
and between my
yeah.
personals and my actual like full-time job. I mean, I get texts at like 2 a.m. every once in a while, like because something's posted or I get tagged in something I have to repost immediately or like something comes up or so I feel that it's like
Yeah.
never off, and especially like with being, you know, with having my main following is in Philly. So like people like they're all super nice, but like I said, I posted that TikTok the other day and like 100 girls came to see me, and like I was exhausted.
You get a following now?
What?
You got a little following now?
You didn't hear?
following?
Yeah.
Grace is
I
that
didn't tell
girl.
any of them.
I
I didn't
didn't
tell
know,
any of
really?
them. Yeah,
She's
see?
almost at
Oh.
20K,
I
I
have
think, on
20K
TikTok, right?
almost 20K on TikTok.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
See, I don't tell any of my name.
Damn,
I was
I
like,
did not
no,
know
we're not
this.
doing any of this. No, I didn't tell any of
Damn.
my roommates unless you have seen me on your For You page that you don't know.
Wow.
So no, but I like
So
do
you're
like
fans.
Philly recommendation. No, I do like Philly like recommendations, and I'll be like, come with me to do this or this or this, whatever. And so like I posted the other day because I was selling at the Eastern State Penitentiary Market, and I
Yeah.
posted and I got 20K views like immediately, and like a bunch of girls came to see me, which I love. Like don't get me wrong, I love it when people come to see me. I love meeting new people. But by the end of the day, I was so exhausted.
Yeah.
I was like by 4 p.m. I was like, if I don't go to bed in the next 7 minutes, I probably will die. Like I was, it's just you have to be on all day. And while it's something you enjoy and something I enjoy, like it'll still wear you
Oh, yeah.
out.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a lot.
it is a lot.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Sounds like a lot of people would be nice to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a lot.
But yeah, like you said,
You
yeah.
do very well with it though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, you're a very
Grace is
outgoing
like-
person.
Grace is
so-
like built for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
definitely, yeah.
definitely.
Grace
Yes.
turns her on.
My nice Catholic upbringing
Okay.
really set me up
Okay.
for success here. Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, like the music industry and like just nightlife is just never stopping. Even though you sometimes only work on the weekends, still like Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday, you're still working towards the weekend and
Yep.
on other stuff. Like like this, like we do the podcast. You know, takes editing and takes this and that, and
Mm-hmm.
now I just started like producing music, so
Mhm.
doing that during the week,
Mhm.
and then still making sure I'm ready for my gigs during the weekend. So yeah, you're just constantly working, and then promoting on social media,
Mm-hmm.
like which like your end of it. You know, it's
Yeah.
just constant stuff,
Constant
like,
stuff.
ever flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like people don't really take that into account. You know, when they first want to start like working in nightlife, like I
Yeah.
never thought like
Me
oh my
either.
god, I'm gonna be constantly like doing this.
Yeah, I'm a little
But-
worried I'm gonna burn out. Like that's like my
Yeah.
biggest fear is like that.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm loving it, enjoying it, and I've only been doing this for like 5 months, like full time. But like it's great now. But like what happens when it's not great, or what happens
Sure.
when it just becomes
Yeah.
too much, or like I haven't slept in like 2 weeks and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like
Yeah.
I'm like that. I am a little nervous about that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So and I feel
Yeah.
like that's something that like a lot of us like fall into because nightlife is so fun, and like we're going out and we're having fun, like you said, like you're like doing back to back to back to back. Like
Yeah.
it's so fun. But what happens when you burn out? Then
Yeah.
what? Like,
Yeah.
can you recover from it? I don't know. I haven't burned
That's
out.
when you go on a
Retire.
retirement tour.
There, yeah. But I
love
don't
how he
have that
calls it a
luxury.
tour.
Yeah,
That's what I have in my bio. It says welcome to my
it
retirement.
does. That's
tour."
why
Yeah.
I literally told him I was like, I think you might be retired. Like,
Yeah,
I
That's
don't know.
funny. Yeah.
No, that's great. Yeah. So, what's your other ventures going on like now besides your full time and then just your music tour?
That's honestly it. I mean, I have a few shows coming up, and I'm gonna head to in the fall, but it's probably gonna be a lot of sports.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
between the Eagles and Phillies.
We're back.
I mean, yeah, like last year I didn't miss Phillies playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't plan on missing one this year.
Mm-hmm. It's a tiring
So
week.
that'll be a lot of that. I'm an Eagles season ticket holder, so I'll be
Mhm.
at every
Oh, that's
Eagles
awesome.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of sports, a few shows, and then probably some hunting here and there. And
Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
that'll probably
How
be
do you just get off from your
mummers.
job like that? And
I
just
work
go-
remotely.
Ah,
Perfect.
Aha.
Yeah, that works out.
Fuck yeah.
None of
yeah.
us do that, so
Yeah.
we're like, wait, how'd you do that?
So it's a lot easier for me to kind of go places,
Yeah.
Nice.
be places when I could work remotely,
Mhm.
not have to take as much time off as most people would if
Mhm.
Yeah.
they had to go into the office. and
9 to
whatnot.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
I work
So-
a lot from home, so I do have that. I work every Friday, Saturday, and Saturday night, but throughout the week is everything from home.
Yeah.
Most of the time, unless I come up here to do this,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
so I
Right.
understand it's easy to have. Like it's easier to make your own schedule like that.
That's
And my
nice.
bosses are pretty cool, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like if I'm doing something like this or something during the day, my boss doesn't really care. I just
That's
working
dope.
late,
Mhm.
Yeah.
or like
yeah, right.
logging in early tomorrow morning, something like that to get everything done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna say
and that-
every day at the beach you're up and working on your computer. Like
Yeah.
I would come down, you're working, or when you wake up you start working. But yeah,
yeah, it was always. I mean, that was the best part. It was like I didn't have to go home.
yeah.
It was like,
You and
I
Griffin
was
Yeah,
were
it
like
was
all
nice.
week. You and
Yeah.
Griffin Frank, yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah,
So-
something we talk about a lot is like mental health, like in the nightlife industry, and
Yeah.
like just like
Mhm.
you know going out like every single weekend, and then still like waking up for work and being able to do that and live that lifestyle. What would you say is like your biggest tip to like maintaining your mental health, like when living such a lifestyle like this?
Unplug when you can. Everyone has like FOMO, I guess, but like
Mhm.
especially when it's just kind of the local nightlife, it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Your friends are still gonna be your friends if you don't go out one weekend.
Yeah,
you
Mhm.
just
Great
need,
advice.
if you just need a weekend to yourself, you're getting tired, you're getting
Mhm.
exhausted. Sometimes you just want quiet. Just take it. Like
Mhm.
it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's
You might miss
great.
out on a little funny moment, but you know what?
It's gonna happen.
It
again.
is what it is. Like it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the shore,
Oh,
I would go home like
I was gonna
on Monday or Tuesday
Mhm.
and just sit in my house by myself.
Mhm.
Wouldn't tell anyone that was in Philly that I was home,
Mhm.
and it was just quiet. It was just me and Brody.
Yeah.
Brody's my dog,
Mhm.
and we just hang out, and it was awesome. And it was like the perfect unplug
Yeah.
that we needed because it just got to be. It was just so much, like always on, essentially. Right?
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
every single day, you're doing something, doing something, doing something. It's like
Mhm.
so much. I was like, okay, I need to take a step back. So that would be my advice. Just
Yeah.
don't worry about missing out. It's really not that big of a deal.
Mhm.
That's like something I really struggled with when I
Yeah.
came into the house the first time. So, right when I started living with you guys, I just had stopped drinking and I just started this new job. So, like, I wanted to come down every weekend and I was so excited about it. Like, when I was like going out every night and drinking every night and just being like a genuinely crazy person, like, right before I started living with you guys, I was like, this is gonna be the best thing ever. Like, I've always wanted a summer house with my friends. Like, and I was like really excited to like come out with you guys on it. Like I was someone who would go out and stay out until 6 a.m., come home, sleep until 10, get up, and then do the day again, like every single day. And obviously it's not sustainable, but I was like so excited to do that. And then I like right before I lived with you guys, I was like, nope, can't do this anymore. So then like when you guys would all go out, I would want so bad to come with you. And I would be like, oh no, I have to go out with you guys. Like I don't want to miss anything. Like I have such bad FOMO. But I really wanted to stick with my like sober summer, which was initially the plan and it just like extended now. But I like really wanted to stick with that and like coming home early. But like it's so nice because I had the dogs as my excuse. Like I would always come home. I'd be like, I'm going to let Haas and Brody out. Like you guys go have fun. Like I'll be the mom. Like and I'll like clean up the house and like you guys can come home. So like that definitely gave me a purpose.
Yeah.
But it was so hard to sit home and see your stories and see your texts and watch you guys having so much fun and me being like, dang it, I wish I was there. But by the end of it, I, like giving myself that purpose of being like the one that you guys can call if you need. Like Peter called me every single night to come pick them up. So like I would be like the DD, or like if there was an emergency, I could take you guys to the hospital. Or if there was like something that went wrong, I would be the one to be sober to like do that for you guys. And like that really gave me a purpose. And also coming home for the dogs and taking care of them and kind of just being like that, like, you know, reason in the whole like in the house. Like that would like, so give yourself a purpose, right? That really helped as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Brody appreciated that too.
I love Brody. Brody and Haas were best friends. Like,
And it was great because I was out. Like the last thing on my mind was going home to the dogs.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go and make sure Brody's okay. I'm like, oh, you angel.
It would be like me calling Haas and Brody on a walk like at 6 p.m. Like, you know, so yeah.
Thank God. Thank God for grace.
Which shore did you guys have a house in?
Sea Isle.
Oh, Sea Isle.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. What was your favorite bar to go to there?
To me, it was. I mean, we were like right on the edge of Sea Isle and Avalon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was very easy for us to go to either or.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I was kind of torn. I love the OD, but the Princeton was awesome too.
Okay, yeah. I've
We were
heard good
always at the
things.
P
Yeah, we were
in
there
the
a
rock
lot.
room.
Yeah. So
Nice.
those two are kind of my island picks. For Avalon to be Princeton, Sea Isle to OD.
What would you say is the most fun club you've ever been in?
There's a club in Colombia in Medellin.
Okay.
That was
Unexpected answer.
yeah, that was absolutely insane. And for the life of me, I can't remember. I mean, granted, we showed up at like 3 a.m.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
place, but it went to like 7 a.m. And it was 3 stories. Just think about like, I don't know, think about like a massive club, and it was huge. It was probably like 30,000 people in this place. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
It was huge, and it was during one of the El Rofe Fest down there. So they had like awesome DJs. They had like all these like they had like a bunch of confetti, balloons, and like big like animal heads that like were getting passed through the crowd. It was trippy. It was nuts. It was wild, and that was the craziest place. I can't for the life of me think of it, but it's like one of the biggest clubs in Medellin.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really cool. There's some really cool ones in Europe too.
Yeah.
That are cool. Printworks, which is getting closed down. Really cool. Have you guys ever heard of that place?
No.
I haven't.
It's like an old like newspaper factory, and it's like a really narrow building, and it's like the visuals in there are just absolutely incredible.
Where is it?
It's in London.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that place is. There's been some really cool DJs that have gone there, and you get DJs that have like really good graphics, like Eric Priz and things like that, and it's like the videos you could find online are awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool place too. And they're shutting down because for whatever reason, and I think they're reopening up in like 2025. I think they're trying to like update the place. The place is very old, so it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Would you say like clubs and festivals outside of the U.S. are at a much bigger scale than in the U.S.?
Probably in terms of like people and
Production and everything.
Yeah, and I think also it's more kind of like accepted over there.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
Yeah.
That's just kind of part of their nightlife, like society, I guess, almost.
Right.
Whereas here, like people, if you're like clubbing, people are like, oh, like turned off to it a little bit, you know. Like they'll do it on like special occasions or whatever, but like people that do it all the time, they're like, like what's up with them?
You're one of those.
It's true.
Yeah, one of those people. Whereas in Europe, it's like that's like what they do. They listen to like house music and like EDM, and they go out to clubs, and they, you know, that's their going to a bar almost. So it's more, I guess, accepted. I guess
more of the norm.
More of the norm. So they, you know, it's just a lot bigger. There's actually really cool. I just thought this because when I was on Yacht Week, there's this place called Vanilla in Croatia. And that club was really cool too. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That club was nuts. There was like 3 floors and then an outside area. And yeah, I remember the first night we were there, we went there, and that was the first time I ever went out in Europe, and I was just like mind blown.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to Vegas, been to Miami, and it's like, okay, all these places are cool, but like, you know, this place, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
There's so many people here going absolutely nuts. Equally as nuts as I am.
Yes.
Right, this is
You're like,
awesome.
I'm in my element.
I'm like, usually I'm just that guy.
Yeah.
In this, I'm like, everyone's that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
great.
Awesome. Yeah. So
if you could visit anywhere, like, if you could visit anywhere, where would you go? Like your dream place.
Tough. I mean, I'd probably pick South Africa because I've never been. I feel like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But if like, if I had to pick a place that I've been to before, probably be either Barcelona or Croatia.
So
those are a lot of fun. Really, really pretty places. And just so fun.
Yeah.
Like, the nightlife, like the beach life, is just awesome. So many really cool like beach party like spots. The Kiva bar is incredible in Croatia. Barcelona has some really, really cool clubs. And in Barcelona, really in Europe in general, they don't like, if you go to a club before like 1 a.m., it's like empty.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, actually, that is true.
They don't stop. They don't start until like 1,
Well, they
2
eat dinner
o'clock.
at 9.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
that.
like completely different. And then they go to 7, 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn.
What would you say is the best city to party in the U.S.?
Depends on how much you want to spend, but I mean,
Not factoring that in.
all
Just
right.
in general.
Miami,
Yeah,
probably
Miami
for
was my
sure.
favorite trip
Because you have 11 in space. And
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
You know, it's gonna spend a ton, but like it's incredible.
Right.
That's fun. If you want like the bar scenes though, just strictly Nashville and Austin are
I'm
incredible.
sure.
I fucking
Yeah.
loved Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville is a blast. Like every time I go
That's
there,
awesome.
I'm just like, this is unsustainable. But, like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to be here like every day. of the week.
Yeah.
Like it's my scene, my people, my music.
Yeah.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I'm loving
Perfect
everything
storm.
about it. Yeah.
It doesn't even have to really be your scene though, or your music. If you
Agreed.
go there and you don't even like listen to country music or like even pay attention to any of that, you
You'll
still,
still have
fit
fun.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I told my friend that he was going for a bachelor party and was like, kind of like, I'm gonna hate it. Like I hate country music. I'm like, I guarantee you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Like as long as you don't go into the mindset of like being like, oh, this is gonna suck.
Mhm.
Just like have fun.
Mhm.
Like you're gonna have fun. He came back. He was like, yeah, I want to come to a country concert with you. He's like, that was incredible.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like country music. I don't know why it gets hate. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know
I like it.
either.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to get so much hate when I was little, like growing up, because my school, like, I don't know, my school just wasn't really like that. Like, everybody really listened to like hip hop and R&B. And I was
yeah.
like, I listen to country.
That's how it is in Philly. I feel like
It
it's
is Philly, yeah,
frowned upon a lot.
definitely.
Sometimes I play it and I get dirty looks if I play
Yeah.
certain songs. Yeah.
If I'm in the crowd, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah. Good.
Up
yeah.
in the DJ booth.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
definitely hype that up.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we all answered this in our intro, but we'll finish it off with your top 5 beach snacks to close out the season.
Wow, okay. Number 1, Chipwich.
Yep.
Wait,
we said that.
weren't you a
Everybody
cart
said
pusher?
that.
What are they called?
Oh,
Fudgy-
Fudgy Man.
Fudgy Wudgy Man. That's what he was calling it. I
Good
literally
job.
said her and I was like, I'm
Fudgy Wudgy
pretty,
Man.
because I said Chipwich and he said Chipwich, and I was like, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
our next guest is was one of those guys. So.
Yeah.
No, it's a great job. Let's see. Chipwich number 1. Beach hot dog. Can't beat it. Beach
hot
dog.
dog.
Never
A
had it
From the
glizzy.
hot dog
Never
guy?
had a beach glizzy? I
on the
love-
beach. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
no.
Yeah. I mean, you can't
Like,
bring it to
I
the
was just
beach.
about to say, I'm
You
not
gotta-
bringing it. You
yeah,
have to
gotta
make it
get
there.
Yeah, you gotta get it from the hot dog guy.
Okay.
Number 3 is tough beach snacks. Is alcohol included? Is that a snack?
I asked that
Sure.
too.
Is that a snack?
Sure.
Because I think it is.
You have to bring the bev.
Yeah. So some bevs. Yeah. Some beers, seltzers,
Mhm.
teas. Let's see. A hoagie, number 4.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
Yep.
hoagies.
What kind of hoagie?
What's
I'm
your
an
order?
Italian guy.
Italian.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I
That's it. That's
said.
what Katie
Yeah.
said.
Or ham and cheese. You go either way.
Ham and
Okay.
You
cheese.
want to like throwback to when you were a little kid?
Oh yeah.
Nothing's better than a little ham and cheese.
Ew.
We're
You
turkey
don't like
and
ham and
cheese. We're
cheese?
I was-
turkey
I
and
was
cheese
always-
people here.
I was always
Like
turkey.
bologna,
Yeah.
like ew.
Yeah, bologna's different. It's so good.
Ooh, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know about that.
No, ham no. Next.
Let's see. 5. I feel like I'm missing a good one here. But I'm gonna go chips.
What kind
Any
of chips?
chips?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Okay.
Yeah.
I said
Okay.
Doritos.
Okay.
He got
Yeah,
lit
that's
up.
good.
He
That's
got
what
lit
we
up
do.
for choosing Doritos. So I was
Really?
like, with the cheesy hands, what do? You stick them
Go
in
in
the
the
sand?
ocean.
Yeah.
Just dive into the
Just
ocean.
go right in
Oh,
there.
I guess
Nature's
uh,
so.
bath.
I'm just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get sand in them and
Let's
suddenly you're
let's
like
be honest
crunching.
here.
you're on
Yeah.
the beach. Anything you do,
Yeah.
you're gonna get sand in your mouth. Who cares?
That's true. You just gotta have to accept it.
One time I dove into the ocean. Like I thought it was so cool. I was like I was right in front of the lifeguard. I ran to the ocean, dove in. I dove in way too shallow, and my entire upper lip filled up with sand.
Oh
I
my
like, stood up and was
gosh.
I was like, okay.
This is Baywatch
Pretty
moment.
sure
Yeah.
I was like,
Slow
I
motion.
walked off like nothing had happened, but like spitting sand out of my mouth. And I was
Saw
probably
it.
like a sand crab in there. I was like, this is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Doing it
Funny.
again.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thank you for coming on
Thank
with
you for
us.
having
That
me.
was
Thank you so much.
great. Love to
Appreciate
hear
it.
about your
Yeah.
experiences. We'll have to put in your little Mark Wahlberg video.
Oh,
And,
definitely.
yeah,
just
sure.
pepper it in there. But
Hopefully, I catch you on a night out before you're fully retired.
Yeah, I'll be
you're
around.
gonna have to
Never
come visit us.
retiring. I don't know why you keep saying it. I'm guessing he's never retiring.
Yeah,
The
well,
vibes are
people
there.
saying that, I feel like I may never, but like I want to.
Yeah.
to prove us all wrong, right?
Yeah, like, I'm putting it out there so people let me retire.
Yeah.
Stop inviting me to things. Like, stop
We'll
texting
see.
me about that.
We'll see.
I don't want. I want to sit
big,
at home.
big if true.
Yeah, I want to sit at home, watch the Phillies,
Chill your
relax,
dog.
chill
Right,
my dog.
Right.
Stop
Fair.
texting. Maybe I'll change my number.
There you go. Throw out your phone.
Yeah,
All right. Well, thanks for coming
Yeah.
on.
absolutely.
Awesome.
Thanks for having
Thank
me.
you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
And next week we're gonna have 9 and Ray Love on. So we'll see you guys next week. Yeah. Peace out.